Hello. In this tutorial, I will introduce the key elements of the Lighting tab, including the different lighting templates available, the key data inputs, and daylighting controls. The data entered in this tab governs the lighting performance and can have a significant impact on internal heat gains, energy consumption, and carbon emissions. Designbuilder provides a number of lighting templates. The available choices will depend to some extent on other model options, such as whether this is an ASHRAE 90.1 model. As before, the template is just a quick way to bulk load data into the tab, which you can then edit if required. Here, the reference lighting template is loaded. This template has a relatively high energy consumption of 5 watts per square meter per 100 lux, which will be multiplied by the target illuminance for the zone. So, in this case, if our offices have a target illuminance of 400 lux as set in the Activity tab here, this will result in a lighting energy consumption of 20 watts per square meter. If required, you can change the units by going to the model options and changing the lighting gains units to power density, where the general lighting gains are defined per floor area in watts per square meter, or absolute zone power, where zone equipment gains are entered as a power value in watts. Also note that the reference template has no lighting control enabled. I could change the individual parameters here, but in this case I will load another template which will override any earlier changes. I'll select the best practice template. Now you can see that the energy consumption has reduced to 3.3 watts per square meter per 100 lux, which is more realistic for a new installation. I will change this to 3 watts per square meter per 100 lux by entering the details. The Open Plan Office operating schedule here is loaded by the Activity template, which switches the lights on during normal occupancy hours. If I highlight the schedule, you can see in the info panel that the lighting is scheduled on from 7 AM to 7 PM. Schedules that control time-varying elements in the model will be covered in a later tutorial. We can change the luminaire type using the drop-down menu, which in turn changes the radiant and visible fractions, and associated performance characteristics to typical values. I will change the radiant fraction to 0.7 manually, and after pressing the Enter key, you can see the convective fraction automatically updates. Task and exterior lighting can be switched on using the checkboxes, and the details amended as appropriate. I'll now move on to cover daylighting controls. Loading the best practice lighting template has switched on the lighting control by default. The daylighting controls will reduce artificial lighting levels to maintain the specified illuminance level based on the availability of natural light at the sensor location at each time step in the simulation. We can select either the linear, linear off, or stepped control option. These control types are explained in the program help. The glare index is used when one or more windows in a zone has shading devices set to operate according to glare. Going to one of the office zones, we can see that the single sensor is centrally located in the zone by default. You can move the daylighting sensors if you wish. 2 lighting areas with their own sensors can be specified in each zone if required, although the default setting is 100% control by one lighting sensor. Specifying 2 daylight control areas enables you to use different sensors to control the front and back areas of deeper plan zones, or where you have different daylight levels created by external glazing on one side of a zone, for example. This finishes our quick review of lighting data and daylight controls in Designbuilder. If you want to learn more about the topics introduced in this tutorial, including top tips that will improve your modelling efficiency, then our lighting and daylight control on-demand training session covers these and other related aspects of Designbuilder. We hope you found this tutorial useful. Further information on the specific topics and wider application areas can be found in the comprehensive Designbuilder program help, other tutorials and webinars, and our on-demand training.